As the sponsor of H.R. 1454, first I want to thank the chair lady of of our committee, Ms. Badalio, for her assistance in moving this bill forward. Also, I would want to express my sincere appreciation to Chairman Nick Rahal, Chairman Ed Towns, Ranking Member, Republican Member Doc Hastings, and Ranking Republican Member Darrell Isaac for all their efforts to facilitate today's consideration of the Multinational Species Conservation Fund Semi-Postal Stamp Act. Mr. Speaker, this legislature is a fiscally responsible method to assist endangered species without costing our taxpayers any money. This bipartisan legislature has been co-sponsored by 154 members of this body and has been endorsed by more than 40 conservation organizations, including the Humane Society of the United States, the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, the National Rifle Association, Safari Club International, the Congressional Sportsmen's Foundation, the Nature Conservancy, the Wildlife Conservation Society, and the World Wildlife Fund. These groups represent millions of Americans, and I agree with their assessment that allowing the U.S. Postal Service to sell a semi-postal stamp that would generate funding for the multinational species conservation funds would give the general public the opportunity to contribute directly to the conservation of many keystone species around the world. Under the terms of this measure, the U.S. Postal Service will be directed to design and distribute a semi-postal stamp depicting various flagship species, like an African elephant, Bengal tigers, white rhinoceros, or loggerhead sea turtles. These stamps would be available to the public at a premium price. After the Postal Service has deducted all of its administrative costs, the remaining proceeds will be transferred to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, who will then equally divide the monies into the multinational species conservation funds. This is not a new idea. In fact, the Congress has already approved semi-postal stamps for the 9/11 response heroes, the victims of domestic violence and breast cancer research. These stamps have been remarkably successful. According to the U.S. Postal Service, more than 860 million breast cancer stamps have been sold. 381 million in revenue has been obtained, and $67.8 million have been dedicated for medical research to fight this terrible disease. Let me be clear that under H.R. 1454, there is absolutely no cost to either our taxpayers or the U.S. Postal Service. In fact, the Postal Service will realize a significant profit from the sale of these wildlife postal stamps because we know, based on previous experiences, that a large number of people will buy semi-postals but will never use them. For the past 20 years, the U.S. Congress has generously allocated all amount of taxpayers' money to save highly imperiled African and Asian elephants, rhinoceros and tigers, great apes and marine turtles. While we have authorized $400 million to assist these species, only $64 million has been appropriated, leaving over 1,500 worthwhile eligible conservation projects unfunded. H.R. 1454 offers us a unique opportunity to establish a new creative funding mechanism for a limited period of time and at no cost to provide a small amount of additional money to help save some of the most iconic species on this planet. Finally, I would like to again thank the leadership of House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform and Natural Resources for allowing the House to vote on this important bipartisan wildlife conservation legislation. I would also like to again thank all of the co-sponsors of this bill and recognize my distinguished colleague and friend from Columbia, South Carolina, the Honorable Jim Clyburn, for assisting me in this effort. I urge an aye vote on H.R. 1454, and let's work together to stamp out extinction, and I reserve the balance.